To my credit, I can say with any lie that my little ignorance is bliss. I'm all fame. Yeah, I'm all grand. The world's kind of friend, but it needs now.
Well, holy afternoon tea, Batman. It's time to see what's going on. How have you been? How are you doing? How are things out there in TV land? Let me check the tuning real fast. Not that. Let's turn the mute for the tuning. Can we? I can mute that right there. All right, so this is the Rogue HH. Turn that off. Make sure there's nothing on there. It's gonna become pretty loud, but this is a musician's friend. It's from them. It's got a dual humbucker. It's got the Les Paul shaped body. It's got a 5 toggle. That's because in this position it's got the bridge. In this position it is I think they phased out one of these two. In this position is both of these pickups. In this position I think they phased out. No, this one is like a that one right there and that right there, and that one's like if that was the front humbucker. These pickups are designed by Bill Turner. Now it sounds great. I love the sound of it anyways. It's got a big ballsy kind of sound like that Les Paul, but the neck thickness is as wide as a Stratocaster, like an ST. So if you like the Les Paul big fucking sound, but you don't like that big ass neck, perfect combination. My Les Paul, I'd say it feels like between this one and the other, like the what's that called? Concorde. Between the Concorde and this one. The Concorde has the width of a Les Paul, and it feels like you're driving down the street and the lane's got extra wide, especially when you're doing. Yeah, I mean, because it's like very tight, and this is much tighter than with a Les Paul. And he's doing. Haven't played today, so that's got a lot of bites in that range. love is that in that position it emulates the basically by doing this pickup, it cancels out the it's like a single coil in this position. That's like the got the middle position, like either SSS or HSS, humbucker single coil, or just all three single coils. When I'm using a Strat, I use the front two pickups, so it gets a. I know it. Might need to adjust it next some more. This I got from Shop Goodwill. It went up on, oh, did I? Maybe this might have been eBay. I've been wanting one of these fucking things since 2002, maybe 2003. What I really wanted was the ash body one. Same basic setup, but the ash body one was solid body, so there was no bolts here, just connected to, and fucking beautiful. Just like you could see the ash body, and there was no paint on it whatsoever. I've always wanted one like that. And so yeah, another one that they have, I thought was black, but I think it's like a very, very dark blue, so I'm glad I didn't get that one. This was like been my third choice. Oh wait, no, I think the ash one had a sunburst. We like this thing. It's got a great sound. Let's try a different amp selection entirely. Let's try amplitude. Why not the snotty bot? Go away, I should taunt you a second time. Your mother was a hamster. Oh, your father was a hamster, and your mother smelled of elderberries. This thing, I can see how it ended up at Goodwill because the action was pretty bad off, and for some reason, the truss rod is installed in such a way it may be like a dual-sided one because it can adjust from here and here. And if it's put it upside down, basically, when you go to do the things to make it right, it makes it worse. And I can see some person going, "This is a piece of shit," and then, like just giving it away to like Goodwill. The auction is someone like me, and I like go to turn it, and like the fucking truss rod won't turn anymore in the direction it's supposed to fix the problem. So I start cranking the other fucking direction. The thread's catch, it starts down. I'm like, down. I'm like, that's crazy. It was at the end of the truss rod and wouldn't do any more. Maybe it's in backwards, and I start cranking back, and before I know it, man, it's just sitting fucking nice. It's got like no fret buzz. And this is the current height. I'm gonna be able to take it even lower. But it plays really nicely, and it does have a little bit of a four bow, so I need to go a little bit more. I can actually see it now. Holy shit. Okay, so it probably is low as fuck once I make that adjustment. Holy shit. Yeah, I really like this guitar, man. Um, maybe 100, maybe 120. I got this one around the same time I got Hoban. I think I gave this one a name. But I love how the headstock. Like I said, when I couldn't get this, I mean, familiar? When I couldn't get this, I decided to start my own company because I didn't want to be a dealer selling the same old shit. The things that Rogue had, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that was so good. I mean, because like I said, it's a Les Paul. I didn't know it had the thin neck, the Strat style neck, but a 5-way toggle that lets you do the things that this does. Holy shit! Because one thing I've always wanted was a coil tappable. So this could be a single coil, that could be a single coil, and just pop it. You know what I mean? And this basically does that in a sense, So at least the way that I'd want it, I want that clean. Well, yeah, it's kind of maybe some intonation also. I've been intonated since I adjusted. Let's check. Game of the meteor. Oh, why aren't you in here? There you go. There's a folder. There we go. Oh, dang. Wait, what? Yeah, we got it going through now. Um, yeah. Oh, cool. I'm not hearing it myself. That's fucking awesome. There's been why have I been hearing it? Maybe we're gonna reset the things. All right, so yeah, I like it so much better when I can't hear myself. Fuck, so much better. It's fucking hot. I need to turn the heater off. Can't believe how much better the neck is, and it's going to get better than that too. It's got like a pretty bad bow right about there. Not bad, but I mean. Chicago bingo. Focus, treble, presence, and dick punch. Dick punch. Damn it! Fuck are you? There we are. Nice. Gotta get that worked out. Really. Yeah, goddamn. Damn. These are lights are gone. Best alone. Ah. Got some time to wait for tomorrow to find him, to find him. All right, so that's cool. That one's working and up and running. Yeah. Could be better, could be worse. We'll all live. Well, not all, but close enough. So how have you been? Heater's too high. I'm gonna go turn that down. So just bear with me for a moment in the momentness of time, if you wouldn't mind. It won't be a butt time, but it'd be a butt. Gotta do something about this. On up to heaven. Get your ass.
Just yet.
Dokey Smoky Pokey on a Chokey. That was On Up to Heaven by Guillermo. It's actually how it's pronounced. Guillermo. My daughter said. She's like, oh my gosh. She's like fucking 6 months old and just fucking. I was like, nonstop. I'm like, if you don't get a job doing something talking, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. That's all you do, kid. You don't make any fucking sense. But you're just, like, I don't know what you're saying, man, but it sounds cool. It was late one night. I was working on some music, and I would stay the night shift. Um, both could get some sleep that way. That way, yeah, and I didn't have to be around her. Also, it worked out doubly. So yeah, I just stayed up and whatever. And so when I was working on music, she was crying one time. I kicked my earbuds off and then my headphones off, and I could hear her crying. So I put I made sure to leave a microphone down the hall, aimed at the crib, so I could hear anything as soon as anything happened. And just patched in and said, oh, yeah. So she did it. Just took the headphones off and just checked on her, make sure she's okay. Checked her out. And yeah, I could probably use a bottle. So get her a bottle, hand it to her. And as I hand, she just, yeah, come on. Yeah, he did. Yeah, fuck, dude, that's cool as shit. It's cool as shit. Got dope ass kids, man. They're fucking cool as shit. Both of them little sandwich eating bastards. They might like sandwiches, they might not. I just like calling people sandwich eating bastards, and really sounds a silly persons and just random shit to call people. It's just fun. Oh, trust me, I've been plenty of assholes. Plenty. Oh, plenty. I'm an asshole right now. Somebody. Gotta think it. Anyways, that was the Rogue HH. That had a mahogany body, maple neck. Those aren't really in production anymore. So it might actually be getting more and more valuable as time goes. So, but you can see that the white of that guitar definitely influenced this guitar. All the way down like the pick guard. I wanted to have the humbuckers and shit, and changed a few things that I wanted. But like I said, this one's like the Strat here, it's a Les Paul here, and a Paul Reed Smith back here. And as far as like sustain, it's like, oh my god, it's so good. And then what's it got? Set neck. I don't know what I said before. I might have said something. One piece or something like that. I meant set neck. Yeah, I definitely got to adjust that. Yeah, this one's definitely got way better action. They all do actually. Fuck. It's fucking smooth. Nice. So yeah. I just want to fucking play, man. I really do. I have no references to whether or not anything I play is good aside from what I like. And I don't hang out with people. I don't really distribute my music too much. So if I don't hear people say that they like it, I really don't have any references whether people, and no one's really listening to my shit. I haven't been for the last 20 plus years. So I don't think anything of my, as far as that goes. I mean, like, do I play it? Yeah. Do I think I've got some skill? Somewhat. I'm definitely not a good drummer, not a great drummer. Fuck, if you want to check out some really great digital drumming, this is a channel on here, Digital Drums. Dude's a fucking monster, man. And he's always using not BFD, but Tune Track and um Addictive Drums from time to time. Always demoing the newest E drums. Really, really cool. All kinds of different sizes, different brands, different companies. Um, Dude's badass. He takes a digital drum set out when he's touring. So I thought it was cool because he's really kind of running the drum channel that I wish I could run for BFD. You know, when I started BFD, I really wish I could put it out like that and his style playing with, some more just love BFD. Watching his shit, I really realized that those other ones, they're definitely for people that want to just, as far as especially for drumming, e-drumming, they want to plug and play. They don't want to break down the kick and preset, John Bonham. There we go. Yeah, that sounds like it close enough, and go play. Um, you got like, oh, it sounds just like it, even though it doesn't really sound, because you have an idea in your head of what that Bonham sound is, and they play to that, the big, huge, But if you go back and listen to it, it is while it's got that big impression, it's not really all that big. It's not as big as we make it out in our heads, Dimebag's tone was an evolving thing. So you can't be like, oh, that Dimebag tone. Like which album? All of them, every person. Because like if you go back in like the Tony Iommi, which album? Paranoid, I think, would probably be the best one. What people like, believe when they think of Black Sabbath. I could be wrong, but like the early years, Fairies Wear Boots and Electric Funeral. Then they were all poor. They were just going to the studio. They weren't rich. They weren't Black Sabbath. No one knew for sure if it was going to take off. It was recorded before it got, popular. Now, the people in the studio might think this is going to be huge. But outside the studio, especially then, they really wouldn't let that much out, especially for a company because they want to make money off of every single fucking play they can. And yeah, nothing on that sense, nothing has changed. It's just they want those big, huge chunks of money and they're looking at I'm drifting off subject, so I'll go back to that real quick. The bands when they're first going, especially on the first album, there is no Tony Iommi brand, orange amp. You just had an orange amp with that orange fuzzy heavy sound, so it didn't have the most blistering cutting metal edge, but it's still what we consider to be like stoner rock, doom rockers, or whatever that's called. I think it's dim or sludge, whatever the fuck it is. Where they're just kind of like trying to be like kind of Black Sabbath's heavier stuff. It's just at least the music. Um, what it seems to me, anyways, a really, really stoned fucking metal, slow and sludgy, progressive, pretty unrelenting, but it's not a lot of melodic and metal anymore. Not as far as the vocals go. It's all and that's just I can't get into that shit. Wouldn't mind like a spot or two, but fuck, every single fucking song, it starts to sound like this all one band. Even the fucking logos. How the fuck do you read that shit? I can't even. I'm like, I don't know. Fucking rose bushes. I don't know what the fuck that is. There's just a bunch of thorns going every goddamn where. Does it make it more metal? Does it make your song more heavy? Tuning down to D or C makes your song more heavy, or B or what? I mean, A, whatever the fuck you're tuning down. Oh, we're going down to the octave to E. So you're playing the bass part? What's the bass part play? Guitar part? No. Basser part? No. I'll pass. It's gonna be on the bass. I want to listen to that all night. That kind of shit. Fucking dude. I get it. You like to jack off a lot. Calm it down. Time and time, sure, but fucking every goddamn song, really? Giggle Buster, what are you guys doing? Fucking crack or some kind of shit? What the fuck? Meth? You just like wired to the goddamn gills? On top of that, what's it getting you? I was seeing that metal people are like some of the happiest and whatever. It's probably because they're relieving a lot of that stress and whatever through goddamn music, but not really. You know, not the way we used to. Now, if you're going to concerts frequently, then yeah, probably because like I said, you're thrashing it out and shit. So you probably be less stressed. But I said I know a lot of people like me and the fucking day when Rebecca that does shows. You might go down the fucking thing, but that's just kind of keep you from breaking windows wherever you fucking go. You know, it's just a pressure valve relief. It's not a fucking. Oh, I feel so relaxed now. We were getting in fights in the fucking pit and still walking out going fucking awesome show. I wasn't one of them. I was in the pit, like I said, and they were down. I was like right at the very edge of the pit, and like there's a bunch of skinheads that showed up. And all of a sudden, there's one on one side of me, you know, and I had my hair. It was like down to here, probably about here, maybe about here. And the one guy on one side of me, and these guys just sitting there, just kind of listening to music. I was watching Seed, you know. And I was like, okay, whatever. And another guy's on this side of me. I look over, and he's got the fucking whatever the color. I knew the color codings of the boots and shit. He's got that on, the suspenders and shit. And I was just like, you know what I mean? I'm like, this is one pit. I'm gonna sit out. You guys have an agenda here, you know. And one guy looked at. I remember one of them looked at somebody else and was like, yeah, we're done, man. That's good. Because the next song coming up was a pretty heavy one. I'm like, I know what your agenda is. Start throwing fists when I get in that fucking pit and feet and all kinds of shit. Ain't no goddamn fool, man. I'm a fucking idiot. I know it seems like it, but I'm not. Oh, it's so nice having a new fucking keyboard and mouse. It really is. It's just I don't know why I haven't used it before. It's just been sitting in there. Should have been using it this whole fucking time. It's been sitting in the bedroom. I was like, well, I get that fucking, you know, when I get the one in the bedroom up and run, I'll just get another keyboard and mouse. They fucked up my order again on the juice. Jesus Christ. I knew they would. But I'm glad I've been harassing them and keeping track of it because they're like, no, like I said, they kept telling me like they delivered. And I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, yeah, we did. I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, yeah, we did. I'm like, I know this computer. You're going to have to trust me on this. I was like, you know, I started to like, I'm going to have to give up here in a second. I asked to speak like a manager because it was going nowhere. Like, I don't know what to do because no matter what I say, your computer screen is going to show delivered and or money refunded and or an order that I placed that you guys canceled. You're going to say that it wasn't ever there. And I'm like, I know because it was canceled. And that's what I said when first that it was canceled. And I really need someone to listen, you know? And this guy, I guess it finally broke through. He's like, oh shit, yeah, I see what you're saying. The computer's saying it, but your inventory is not. I'm like, "Mm, bank account showing withdrawal. You're showing delivered. My pantry's showing nothing. And suddenly he just got like, oh shit. He started being like, I won't say snooze. He's just like, oh shit, and switching to like, I understand what's going on now. And I pointed out a few things, like I said, when I went to try and put my house on the goddamn delivery. It's like, you know, place yourself on the map. I'm like, what fucking? I've been here 11 years. That's right. The fuck's my house on their map? My house isn't even fucking there. That one's there. That one's there, and the one next door to me is not there. So I had talked to somebody today, Laura, I think. I don't know. That was something like that. I think it's Laura or Lauren, but they said that there's a like you know ordered the other day get delivered next door, and you know I saw the fucking car pulling up. They said the delivery said it's gonna be pulling up and whatever, and I was like, okay, cool. And all of a sudden I heard the car driving off. I'm like, okay, I went to my front porch. Ain't a goddamn thing there. Maybe that wasn't them. It was someone across the street. Because quite often I hear like car doors and shit. And it's actually someone across the street. It's no one at my house at all. So go check the email. Like, how many minutes does it got till it gets here? Delivered? No, no, it's not. And I look at the back door in case he went around the back side, you know, and dropped open that door over there instead of this door. So I go look at there and like nothing there. And I was sitting there like I have my fucking the phone ready to call. Like, oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh god damn it! It's not back here. It's not around front. It's on the side. And I was just about to call him. I looked at the thing, and I could see it. It was delivered on a porch. I didn't know whose porch it was. I thought I knew. I thought it was them, but it wasn't them. I was really fucked up. They're 6873. I'm not on the fucking thing, but there is a house here. Unless they're just going by the map and seeing like the last house, and there's nobody there. Okay, that's got to be it. But then there's like a fucking new house right there. I was like, if they delivered there, and I looked on their porch from my window, and it's not there. I'm like, oh motherfucker! I can see in the picture there's a light on. I started walking my goddamn neighborhood. It turns out it's like not this house next door, but the house fucking down there. So it's like 6783, 6781. I don't know what your fucking address is, and you gotta be 67 like 7, you know, 7 7. I don't know, but it can't. It's not 6789. That's for damn sure. It's down there. It might even be a 676. I'm fucking dropping my goddamn shit down there. So I walked down there and get it, but I came back and I'm like, is this why I haven't been getting my shit? Been delivered to the wrong fucking house? I'm like, oh my god, I was pissed at first, like I said. Then I went to go like check on the order, and there's this, or what, I went to place an order, and it said, place yourself on the map. I'm like, what god? I put it on the, it wouldn't let me place it on the map correctly. I'm like, motherfucker. That shit shows up though. Like most shit shows up. I've been here 11 years. Most shit shows up. Like the AI was sitting there when I wrote in today. It's like, well, have you checked around your neighborhood to see if any of your neighbors might have gotten it? One, I've looked around and no, you know what I mean? And two, this is old shit. I know for a fact this was, you delivered some shit today and shit was missing. I know that for a fact because, like I said, when I got 2 6-packs of fucking cranberry pineapple juice. Love the shit, so good. They delivered 2 bottles like last week sometime, like a day or two after I ordered it, and the other like 10 were supposed to be delivered that night, and then this order just got delayed. I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm like, okay, like a few days pass. I'm like, hey man, it's gonna like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. Okay, a few more days pass, and that lady called this morning was talking about you know, like yeah, they delivered with it, and she's like, is that? I mean, I was like, I have no idea. So I don't know my neighbors like that. So if you're delivering to the wrong fucking house, I wouldn't expect them to. It's like a not even porch pirate. You just go, oh, nice, thanks for the. They don't know me. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. You live across the street, any of these houses, they don't know me. I've gone by and talked to people, but and they're not mean or anything. But I mean, they don't hate me, but they don't. It's not like they like me or know my name. Really, like, hey, this is Sean. Hey, I have to deliver this juice. You know what I mean? This fucking 12 things of juice came in. Just not because you didn't get it, and they'll send you more, right? But they wouldn't take pictures. Until recently, I can understand why though, like why they're taking pictures now. I would have been doing it from the very beginning, just to make sure that maybe you can see the person, have them sign for it. That'd be the best thing from the very beginning, and or sign saying it's okay to drop it off. That way, it's just completely not your fault. You know what I mean? When you electronically sign for it, it's like it's okay to leave it at my house. You should probably have to like show an ID of some sort. You know what I mean, or something to prove that you live at that address. An ID would be the best because then you could just like actually look it up and see. I guess you could cross check your phone number, all that shit. You could be a guy. That'd be a good thing to become a verified customer. You got verified dealers. Why don't you have to be a verified customer? I'm not saying you have to, but why can't you become a verified so that way you don't have like multiple trying to get multiple lines of credit through their pay as you go or anything like that. All deliver the same address, just different, whatever. You can become like a verified user. And that'd be cool because that could like be like your credit and it would follow you to the. It's too late for this shit. I'm just saying, if I were actually working in the field, that's what I would work on. There's a lot of shit. Like I said, throughout my life, just as I just like walking into places and like seeing new shit and going, okay, that's cool. Once I get an idea of how it works, and just I will ask. Like I said, quite often a ridiculous question. It's stupid, but it's the right question at the right time. Like, why don't you? Could this ever? Like, no, there's no way I could do that because the bandwidth is like, You know, like that one thing. Oh, okay, cool. I was okay, cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, matter of fact, I don't think you probably put on there like a hard drive or something like that. What? If I put a hard drive on there, probably be fast as fuck. Yeah, like you said, the slot's not being used for anything. Hang on, and then they work on it a little bit. Like, yeah, dude, I get it because the average person, I want half. It's my discovery, but it's just an idea. You know, they put it to use and actually created the thing and took it from an idea and made it like "Boop." My idea was put RAM in. Look, I vaulted your idea. I want to pay you for it, but if you act ridiculous about this, in this country, though, if I were to get too happy about it and had proof that, like I said, like they said, hang on a second, let's try and work this out. Offer me a shitty deal, and if I were to say no, it's my idea, and then go to court, court would probably side with me. But the thing is, I have more honor than that, and on top of that, I got more dignity than that to ask for like money like that. I would be like, can I get a new RAM? And when you guys get like new ones, oh, I keep you updated. Yeah, with the most recent one. That way, if I get a new one, I can just pop it out and put it. Yeah, and like the new computer comes. Yeah, you guys sell computers? Yeah, I could use a new computer, like a dope computer. You know, if nothing else, you want to call it even, buy me a dope ass computer that'll run this thing we're talking about, and maybe like the newest graphics card and a really nice audio system. Probably be able to, if I could game right now, and I seriously, I'll sign whatever that we're good at that. A dope gaming system. I can make some, because I plan on unplugging from the net anyways. When they go to a higher level, I just want, if I can do what I gotta do. Sure, they got this new. I mean, if you think about it, all the plugins. IK Multimedia recently released T-Rex 6. Well, I got T-Rex 5 Max, and it's got Tonex in there. And Tonex is pretty much the end of amp modeling because I spend all the time making models that people may or may not like. When you can capture your own rig, your own sound, take it out on the road if you want to without having to take your entire rig and or sell your rig, and you'll get pretty good. Like if you get several snapshots of your rig at different frequencies and stuff, you could probably learn to. Oh, I bet the tone actually do that. Do like 3 or 4 captures, and then blend and homogenize the three until it's, I mean, so you got like a kind of bassy, kind of a trebly, kind of whatever. Oh, middle. I should do that like all high, all low, and then off at 5. If all the knobs are 5, and that way you can get an idea of what the lowest bass, what the highest, and they're all just neutral. You can watch the entire scope. I don't know if that's what they do. They might do that. I don't know. But like I said, that's the type of question. Like, no, we wouldn't do that. Oh, I see what you're saying. You know? No, but I see you're trying to get like an image, like get the whole spectrum. Yeah, the entirety of the amp, and then it's all in one package. Right. Yeah, you're kind of blending an IR. Yeah, 3 different IRs. Then when you just EQ, you know what I mean? It gets all that shit. So you don't have just the. Sometimes the EQs don't copy over. So if you put the knob on there, they can put an EQ in there, but it's not necessarily the EQ of your amp. Like I said, if it's all at 5 o'clock, or all at 0, all at 5 o'clock, and all at 10 o'clock, it'd have the entire spectrum of your EQ. And they can even do the gain from 0 to 10 also, so they can get like front load and just back load. I guess 0, 5, and it'd be best to do all 3 so we can get a capture of all 3 of the gains. They probably have to process it inside of itself and then render out a model basically for you. But with that, with that Tonex technology, that's there, and they're very realistic, very good sounding. I don't particularly like Tonex as much as I like Amplitude. That's just me. I don't like the controls of it. You can open up Tone X and Amplitude, and I might start doing that. But I really don't like the Amplitude, just regular interface. I mean, Tone X regular interface. But it has a pedal that can let you hook up with the computer and load your sounds on there and stuff. Um, the cheapest one, I think the most expensive one might have a foot control. I don't know, like a volume type control. Um, I wish to God I could get into somebody's fucking, you know what I mean? Like I get into a guitar factory and suggest, this what I've got going here for a custom shop for them for like their lowest level, you know. Um, then I got ideas for a beginner. In my opinion, like the beginner level should get you from that learning level to intermediate and well into that, well into that intermediate level. The intermediate level could be good for and priced well. That someone that a beginner is a bit more than they were going to pay for the beginner guitar, but it would last from your beginning lessons. And any fucking pro would pick up like starter guitar. Yeah, this is actually a great starter guitar. You know what I mean? That type of thing. It's actually a great starter guitar. Then the beginners. I'm not saying they'd be like bad, but like it's decent. But but they're at a pro level. So like I said, for the intermediate, it's pretty good guitar. And then for like the pro level, there's just nothing on there that intermediate or beginner would ever need. There might be some features like extra change of the woods to different, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. More exotic woods that people might not normally pick. Because there's no reason to go full blast. I had several people that were just starting to play instruments and they wanted to get, of course, whatever the modern thing was, whatever the modern tone would, which is currently kind of a basswood. But I think they're kind of forcing that on people because of the fact that basswood is one of the cheapest. Bass, basswood, and phoenix tree, same thing. Um, Actually, no, basswood and Paulownia. Paulownia are different things. So Paulownia is phoenix tree, and yeah, Paulownia. I don't know. I'm sure if that was starting to come into favor. If it was, like I said, I know it's rot resistant and it's warp resistant, which makes it great for that. But it also grows very quickly, so it's very ecologically friendly to make instruments from that. Very, very light wood. It's a very, very light wood. I think you probably have to make the neck out of it, and I don't know if the neck would be strong enough. If you put like a maple neck on it, I know it was a bit heavy. You could probably put like something on there to counter it, like another. So I guarantee you could do something to chamber it and put something inside there to counter it, so that because it would be like kind of neck heavy and wants to fall forward. You want it to sit kind of balanced and even. You don't want to be fighting the guitar. You want to be fighting the notes. You don't want to be fighting the actual guitar to get the notes. You got too many fights going on stage, really. That's what I do. I mean, I pretty much fight, like I said, fight with the notes. I don't know if ever, like I said, I have no reference to tell if I'm doing any good or not, aside from just playing and enjoying it. You know, I really enjoy it. And again, the lack of an audience suggests to me that I don't have I don't have whatever it is. It's fine. I just, when I get done, I'm like, that was fucking fun. That was fucking fun as shit. But I'm sitting here by myself, whether I'm jamming with Mike, whatever. It's just fucking, just hitting the song correctly. It's just fucking fun. Like fucking hair raising arm, oh, you feel like a fucking, like a team. We did it. I don't know what you did, but we did it. You know what I mean? We finished that fucking song. So when you're playing it live and you nail it, that's a good fucking feeling. God damn, because there's so many mistakes that can happen in that little fucking 4 minutes, man. 3 to 5 minutes. There's a ton of shit that can go wrong. Broken string, cable fuck up, um, play the wrong notes, guitar fall out of fucking tune. I've had that happen. I said that one time I took my guitar off and just fucking threw it and sat there screaming for the rest of the night. I had bass and drums and me screaming my head off. Probably the best response from the crowd we've ever gotten. 'Cause that was probably actually something different. What we were doing was probably just fucking the same old shit. This was something like bass, some drums, some funky bass, some funky drums, and this dude just losing his fucking mind apparently. Mostly has his eyes closed and just screaming as much as he can. Fucking guitar, piece of shit. But yeah, there's so much shit going on. There's so much shit currently going on. The only one I'm really worried about is what God's doing. But he's been doing his plan this whole fucking time. Pardon me. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy that I'm watching. I mean, I don't know about anybody else. I'm watching this come to fruition, dude. All the times that people thought it was going to happen, and it's fucking coming true. I mean, I should look up traits of the Antichrist, and I would guarantee you I could find all of them with Donald Trump. You know, I know that the Antichrist and the Beast are two different things, just two different things. You know, and so especially when they go to hell, and they were all cast in the fire, but shit, only Beast and the Antichrist and the devil and the Antichrist and the false prophet burn forever, I believe. King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Blah 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 blah. It's just so I'm sure. Sorry about that. I didn't mean it that way. King of Kings, Lord of Lords, merchants, burning the house entirely to the ground. Death, destruction, evening tea. Mystery, Babylon the Great. So it hasn't fallen yet. So we're at 16. Go your ways and pour out vials of wrath of God. If that looked and beheld, and the temple, the tabernacle of this testimony in heaven was opened. 7 angels came out of the temple, having 7 plagues. One of the 4 beasts poured out his vial, and there fell a noisome, grievous sore upon men who had the mark of the beast. The second angel poured out his vial upon the sea. So everybody's got to get marked before that can happen. And like I said, I'm pretty positive it's going to be a second kind of depression, and they're going to completely tank it. So that goes to a digital currency. They can track everything with the blockchain type shit. The detention centers will be for people disability, people that won't take the card or the chip. Um, on and on if they were allowed to keep going, but they won't. I mean, within 1 hour of them succeeding, so Trump will be removed from office, basically. Um, in the event of, like I said, martial law, supposedly the United States breaks into 10 FEMA districts. That'd be the 10 horns, the 10 kings that are kings, but they haven't received a kingdom. They receive it 1 hour with the beast. Um, So if I'm reading correctly, and I've been seeing this since for a while now, like I said, the Board of Governors is the head of the Federal Reserve. Still, it's already going to happen anyways. It doesn't matter what I say now. Um, and then the heads of the 10 FEMA districts will be known as they're known as governors, and they'll report all 10 of those reports directly to the president. Um, I had a whole map and everything that I was showing on one of those videos I did. Um, but it's all good. Also touched a lot on the whole Federal Reserve, Skull and Bones, Illuminati type thing. Is there a group of people that consider themselves more enlightened than us? Yes. Or they know. For example, they didn't come by the knowledge they're using to manipulate us, honestly, by like studying people. They got the way that a lot of people get their information nowadays, which is studying books, right? Of other people that did study and took him a telephone by that point, you know? The guy barely could get his ideas together to make a book. Yeah, think about that. As abstract as these ideas about observing, a whole book's worth, maybe two and three. It's a lot of focus that people don't understand really. Like writing a Stephen King novel is not as easy as just being Stephen King and sitting down and writing. I mean, a lot of people think that, especially like I said with musicians. You think it's just a matter of going like, why don't you go put on some more hits, man? It's that easy, right? Yeah, get in the studio and like you really don't understand what it takes to write a hit, you know? There's always the option of taking the producers that are making pop songs and taking one of their songs and tweaking it to be, unless you're a pop artist, you know, in which case, yeah, you can have a hit comeback real quick because you weren't writing your shit to begin with. They don't write their stuff, they sing it. That's why the American Idol shit is going on, so that way they can get more people like that you know that you don't write, but you're at home and you're pretty impressive with your vocal range. We'll write the music. Just worry about that. We'll do the production. You don't have to worry about that. Do the mixing. You don't have to worry about that. Do the instruments. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to write the words. You don't have to worry about that. What do? You come in and like on this American Idol, you sing those other songs and everybody's like, oh, how great. Yeah. They just don't know that these songs are the same way. They probably have access to them because they were written that same way through a licensing agreement. It's not like, why doesn't Christina Aguilera have any music? Oh, because you went and tried to play the piano and there's a lot of great hits. And she's played the guitar and there's a ton of great hits. I'm not saying she can't. Anybody can learn the guitar at any fucking age. You don't have to be great. Um, if you can hear the notes, you can just be one of those, you know, strummer people that just plays the chords. And then someone else will come in, you know, bass doom 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 boom doom 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 doom. By the time you know the drummer's like, oh, I hear it. And the guy, as long as he was singing, you know, as long as the singer's singing, I actually put it together the other day, what music is and how it works. I wanted to understand the parts and the mechanisms, everything that works. The way it works is basically is the drummer is the path, yeah, that you're walking. Because they're going to be in time. The drummer's going to be in time, right? So you have to know exactly how the song's going to go, and or the people are looking at you as to, you know, everybody's feeling a vibe and a cue, yeah. And you're kind of, I mean, I've been in bands. I've seen when they're like, you know, the drummer knows when if the drummer's really good, he can cue everybody off, and then dare you to watch Barrett Martin from Screaming Trees. Watch his face or expressions as he's looking at the people. He's kind of holding it together by guiding everyone. Especially like if you look at Mad Season, Live at the Moor. start noticing drummers like that. You know what I mean? That they are actually somewhat of the of they know how the fucking song goes. Um, the bass player is their friend. You know what I mean? And your traveling buddy too. When people say they like the beat, that's what they're basically talking about. This tempo. You know what I mean? And that's basically the entire rhythm section, basically for most music. You know what I mean? That really is it's just a vocal over top. And then like the chorus has got a catchy saying whatever it is. And then that person's got they're like the tour guide. Come this way. Look over there. You know what I mean? Magician type thing. Like that player, you know what I mean? But the path is already there. And their job is to kind of accent. They're all going on the same trip, and you're going on the tour. Yeah. From the beginning to the end of this ride. And bass player and drummer, the better they're locked in, the road does not do any weird shit. And if it does, it's part of the fucking ride. Oh, ha, ha, ha. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. That's why when the drum fill is not quite fit, unless there's other things that are kind of keeping the tempo together, people are kind of, it feels weird because you're following with the drums. As soon as they start going somewhere off, you go with them, don't you? No matter how the song goes, you go with that fucking drummer. And like the fuck is the music? Music's still going at that tempo. If you listen to, I mean, in that situation, the drums just fucked off. So why did grind everything to a halt? If the drums are what? Jimi Hendrix and just holds that note and just starts to side. Everybody's still doing this because the road is still fucking paved and it's still, you know, these guys are still. As long as you got those going together, you still got a song. Doesn't matter what the guitar is doing, doesn't matter what the singer's doing. They can be going nuts. That's why they're leads. This is the song. Then you have the rhythm guitarist, and he's kind of basically with these guys, you know, or whatever the rhythm, like a piano, or whatever, and they're with the, you know what I mean? We notice that those two are not really with. I mean, they're in the band, but they're like their own. You know what I mean? When most people learn who the band is, it's usually the lead singer. Eddie Vedder and Pearl Jam, Chris Cornell and Soundgarden. You know, the more talented the people are, the more you know learn their names. I like knowing who the people are, so I tend to know the names of people like that. So it's kind of fucking shot in my eyes. Very, very, very. It's doing a very thing. Ah, that's better. I like that better. I like the yellow. I mean the light bulb type color. I don't look so washed out. Um, but yeah. I'm really glad that guitar. Like I said, I've worn that guitar for so long. I'm really glad to get it back up and running. Well, up and running. It needs a little bit more of a truss rod rotation, and I think it'll be fucking good as fresh off the line. So I may have to reset the height and intonation, but that's the easier part for me. I'm just like I said, I've never done this before, even adjusting the intonation and shit myself. It just looked like a bunch of shit that I was gonna fuck up, and I didn't know what to do to adjust any of it. And really having the YouTube not really wasn't a thing. So yeah, I think I was like, fuck, what was I? How old was I? When I was 25, YouTube still wasn't like a big. I mean, I don't think it was a I don't even know if it was actually up and running like that even as long. I know I was, like I said, back when I started, like something like 13 years ago, maybe 14 now. I have no idea. Um, but the video, there's some videos up from those reviews I did. Um, you had to get approval just to upload HD video because I mean all the videos were just fucking shit quality. So if you get to, you know, worse than America's Home Video because it had to go upload and then it has to stream quickly, which that wasn't even an option then. Crazy. Now everything just changes up and it changes up. Mm-mm-mm. Well, that's not good. Okay, it went out before it hit the ground. Sweet. This is good then. Yeah. Just been relaxing. I was really cool to put music on and clean house out there. These speakers, I didn't want to like crank them up so loud I could hear out there. And I guess I could hook to my Bluetooth, but then it just no. So I decided just crank it up there and turn it up loud. Something happened with the playlist though. I gotta get the I've got the one from the old Windows Media Player, and then whatever the one's called now. Is it called Media Player? Or is it called? I know there's one that it called it something else entirely back when. There's such dicks, dude. So when Xbox first came out, the one I have still one of those old ones, and the original operating system on there found my Windows 7 devices, and they were connected to the internet, and it just let me use them right there, file sharing, all that shit. But then about the time they went to from 8 to 10, the Windows 9. Don't need it. Just went. We learned so much with Windows 8. We just skipped 8 and 9. Just went to 10. Okay. So they go Windows 10, and immediately, like they won't share to my Xbox anymore. They updated one little thing, and then all of a sudden it won't. I'm like, of course you do, you fucking assholes. And then you have to buy some shit to make your computer compatible. I'm like, why did you put some new shit to uncompatibilize my shit that was compatible? And then now I gotta buy some shit to make it compatible when it was already compatible before. Aren't these the same fucking thing? Isn't that one of the fucking sell points that you had, like when you were selling Zune, was that you're gaming your fucking computer and your fucking travel shit all in one fucking thing so you can get your fucking shit. The goddamn Creative Labs. Had a Creative Labs MP3 player. It's called XFi. This is a little fucking thing. They could play videos and shit. It was pretty dope. Like $25, it's a little screen. You can watch videos. It lasted a pretty long time because it had no internet, no spyware. Do you know how long batteries would last if it wasn't for them monitoring every goddamn thing? My batteries last so much longer when I'm at home and I just turn the Wi-Fi off and sit around the house and just, don't do any fucking online shit. All my devices that don't go online, just the batteries just last fucking way longer. Like my cell phone, my tablet, and that first cell phone I had. That one, it would just I charge it, it would just. I'm like, this thing's getting old. I mean, it is an old phone, but it didn't do this. So I turned the Wi-Fi off. Fucking thing lasts so long now. It's ridiculous. Even when I'm using it to jump off internet, as long as the Wi-Fi is not on. Like the Wi-Fi, I think that one because it's like, okay, we can't be using up your bandwidth on your data because they'll notice that. But on your Wi-Fi, if you have your Wi-Fi on, you know what I mean? That's why I think it's a friendly fire situation. It is not. aggressive like that is not attacking like spyware. It's just doing something where it's just going to be using up your um, unlimited bandwidth at Wi-Fi. If you're going to switch over that at home, that means you have unlimited at home. So we want to switch over, right? If unlimited, so it drains the fucking battery down, and it was slowly but surely start putting more shit to feed back and forth, and that way your phone slowly but surely it looks like it's getting older and older. It won't hold a goddamn charge. It will. They put more and more spyware on there with stuff that keeps communication with. And they'll all say whatever your phone company, they'll all say that on there. It's like, oh, it can't be that, can't be that, can't be that. What is this? And you shut that fucking thing down. Let's make a new phone. Like, oh, we got a new phone. Did you just finish paying off that old phone? Yeah. You're in luck. iPhone 29 out next week. And next month, iPhone 30. This one has like 5 cameras on the back. And it's finally doing true HD retinal scan. Retinal. What was before? That was a fake. This is a retinal 2.473. Basically takes us back to the original retinal before, but the first one was like a fake. It was a true retinal, but we told you it was fake. So when we go back down, it was like, oh, that actually wasn't a true HD. This one's like true HD. Oh, okay. So that's why it's got less quality and it's getting up. But now this I could see. Oh, you see the graph? Like, oh, I do see it. It does look really great now. Yeah, that's true HD retinal. Right, I can see the difference. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, we've got this is retinal 2.0. It's just a little blurry. But look, 5 cameras, and the front has 3. It does. I can see myself in 3 different cameras, and then I can look at myself in 5 different cameras now. But I can't look at myself while I look at that unless I do it again. Can I get another phone to record this phone? We got a tablet. Is your tablet getting slow? It is. Oh, $1,700 for Hmm. I'm not going to take this much longer. It's been 20, 30 years. I mean, the Walkman, that was one thing. Oh, fool me once. Then HD TV to 3D TV to goddamn 4K. Fool me twice. Can't get fooled again, is what I'm trying to say. I think there's a saying in Kenny Bunkport. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Tupelo, Muscatine, Alabama. I think that's a saying there. Can't can't practice your love or get fooled again. God damn it. Those same people that thought he was a good president fucking voted for Trump, man. Ugh. Ugh. Bo, just him liking anything about that heathen, that savage fucking brute shit weasel eating goat sniffing fuck. Oh, I'd like to just fucking I'd like to baptize him. You know what I mean? I'd like to baptize him in the name of the Lord. And just watch him burst into fucking flames, the evil goddamn cunt. Oh, son, fucking, oh, fuck, I hate that fuck. It's one thing to hate a motherfucker, and then, like, the more you find out about him, you're like, oh, God damn, I knew it. I've hated him so fucking long. Not these 12 fucking years. No. No, 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 no. Low these fucking, since the goddamn 80s, dude, since I ever first heard his fucker's name? First thing I heard about him was a fucking braggart talking about how much goddamn money he has. But that means any fucking thing. I know it does in this world, but fuck. You're not reading your fucking Bibles? It doesn't mean shit in the kingdom of heaven. God makes the people who make money. He makes the air that keeps us all alive. If you got food, our ideas of success really kind of pathetic. Especially when you say you can be anything you want to be. Really? Yeah, within these defined, very specific parameters. And make sure to tithe to the almighty America while you do. And say your thanks, because, if it wasn't for America, you wouldn't be able to think. You wouldn't have a brain. You could have been born in China, where you, by all means, of course, could have been born to a wealthy family there. And by all means, could have been born to a family of means within, no, this is either rich, which you won't be, or very poor, which you're going to be because you're poor here, so you're going to be born over there. You're going to be poor over there, so you have to be poor. You have to be poor. I have to be rich. I don't make the rules. I mean, I do, but my parents made it's fair. Trust me. My parents are very fair people. And their parents and their parents and their parents and their parents who betrayed the Native Americans. They're all very, 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 maybe light skin colored. Fair. That would be a fair thing to say. No, because anyone who betrays all those goddamn trees is not a fair person. Anyone who would do that to the Native Americans is not a fair person. Anyone who would bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki like that is not a fair person. Yet, one National Guards person gets shot, and suddenly, no matter what your nationality, if you're not American, you're not welcome here. But the only Americans are white. Everything else is up for debate. Snatch, grab, thrown in the fucking thing. I watched a video the other day, this girl running from fucking ICE, these masked guys with whatever. She's running saying, leave me alone, leave me alone. And they're chasing her in a car. And they get out and they start running. Like, stop running, stop running. And she goes into the yard. And as she's coming out, the dad comes out. Like, get the fuck out. What the fuck's wrong with you? They're like, oh, sir, this is private. This is public land, right here. Public land. If you had the right to arrest her, you'd be, sir, stand the fuck down or go with her. Stand the fuck down or go with her, sir. I'm sorry. That's what you would do. Now, this is public land. And then he goes, get the fuck away from here. And you go, we'll get her eventually. Some of that effect. You don't do that, do they? SWAT, this T-Dog here, guy that sells all the crack. No, guys, stay on the public property. Do not go on their private property until we get this clearance to come on their land. I need to be back at 5:00. God, embarrassing. We got here at noon. Could you not tell them that we came by? You already have. This is embarrassing, guys. We should have been here earlier. What time does he go to work usually? 11? Of course. We're an hour late, guys. I told you not to stop. Anything else you can tell us about him? Like where he gets his crack? We're not on your property, sir. We are. I don't have to show my face or my badge. Trump said he's getting rid of the worst, murderers, rapists, and whatever. What did he say when it came out? They're murderers. the rapists, and some, I suppose, the bringing drugs and crime. So when he's arresting the goddamn mom and pop and the kid, he means the murderers and the worst of them. He means what he's saying. I don't know what's so hard to figure out about that. And then homegrown, that'd be white people with guns. You're next. You're the next threat. Seriously, because then think about it. The people that are left, primarily white people and or black people that didn't speak up or biracial people that didn't speak up and make a fuss. As long as you don't, you're fine. You have your job, you have your house, you have all this other shit. Look at all these open jobs that are going to be there now. That's their plan. Their plan. Their Nazi plan. Um, it won't succeed because America has its own plans. The America that's been undermining America since the Depression and since the Federal Reserve came into thing. There is someone like Donald Trump is late to the game. There's someone who's been playing this a lot longer. A lot longer. It's all ready to go. He jumped up and could have been the spokesman and ran, you know what I mean? But he has his own fucking bullshit. One thing he's worried about or ever's been worried about is making it out okay and being part of the crowd that doesn't get hurt. That's all he's scared about. So he gets with whoever will. You know, America first. And they just confirmed it just like either yesterday or whatever. One of them was like, now remember, South America's got America right there in the name, right there in the dang old name. Like one Fox reporter. They're talking about why they're spending so much money in South America. Brazil, Russia, India, China. God, there's two. There's another. I think there's CC. China. I don't know, but Brazil. Panama Canal. Anyone here that doesn't want to work, whether we put in one of those fucking shelters and killed or burned, was sent down south. They claim all of, just like they're talking about with Greenland, they claim that because it's got some fucking supposedly rare earths. And they also found they're probably already planning on still planning on. That's probably why he's doing the chip. We're gonna be dominant in the chip manufacturing. Next step would be to, yeah, it's not his plan. He's reading it as he's getting it, you know. Like when he saw the thing, he's like, and I don't want him to believe me. I'm busy, so I don't want to be, you know. He's probably just happy to just not see his name there. And he keeps going. He's like, so it'd be headed by a man known as President Donald J. Trump. You can hear in his voice, he's like, fuck. I don't want fucking, oh my God. I don't want to do the Candy Center. I don't want to do none of this shit. I bet he didn't even want to run for president. The people that they're manipulating is a problem. There's a couple problems. One, Trump does not stand for what they stand for, even though he sold them that he does. The ones that are still buying it, they have to be in isolation chambers. You know, they're only on a feedback loop. They probably have Trump on a similar feedback loop.
where he probably even sees himself giving speeches, and then they probably have and they have some newscaster come in and talk about what a great speech it was and everything because he's getting way too quiet piggy, you know, and the way he's getting whatever, he's getting close. They need to keep grilling him with women, They need to let him give a break for a little bit, maybe a day or two, so he thinks he's doing even better, and then have a woman come out and challenge him. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? When he says something mean to that, when he says something mean to them, next time he says something fucking just, piggy. You're very stupid. You're very low IQ. Notice they haven't picked any. I don't think they've gotten any black people to go in and ask them questions because every black person that he has to talk about, they're low IQ. Every single one. So when he says low IQ, that's what he's meaning. It means they're black. Um, there's a couple ones that I mean. He's trying to. Very horrible fucking person. Very horrible person. No idea how things are going. Basically, self-convinced that the government is just acting. It's all Ronald Reagan do it. He saw Barack Obama get the Nobel Peace Prize for not doing anything, and all them. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what he got it for, but I know he got one, and so he has to get one too. He's a white guy, and he's a white president, and he came after the black guy, and he just, God damn it, he deserves it. I've been asking for it forever. God damn it. When are you going to give it to me? Oh, those people don't really do anything. It's all a television show. Will you just fucking give it to me for fuck's sake? No one's actually doing this stuff. It's all CGI and special effects. And I can do that. How many fucking people do that for American Idol? I can do that. Why don't you? Go up there and do that dumb shit. I can sing as good as so and so. They're trying to do the same kind of play that they did with Nazis. The problem is they combine their fucking tortures. The fluoridated water was not given to, it was given to prisoners. It wasn't given to citizenry. The people that are believing him are the same people that jump from story to story to story to story without any real. Oh, they got outrage that they feel in that moment, and then Charlie Kirk, for example, there is no real appeal to Charlie Kirk aside from that he pissed off those other guys. That was his only appeal. And you could lie to yourself and say that he was doing really, really, really well at those debates that he would have. But there's no like rising and ascending. You know what I mean? There's no mountaintop. It just made you feel good in the second. It's like a fucking candy or a goddamn a drug. And then you're expecting that carry weight at the next election. Democrats, sure, they then go in there and go, kill this, you're doing this, you're trying to destroy democracy, you're doing this and this, and they're going to give you a whole list of what the fuck you're doing wrong. The people that went to school. So what you do is you make intelligence uncool. It's much more cool to be the class clown. Much more cool to be the rock star who dropped out. Much more cool to be the drug smoker. Yeah. It is to be the guy that writes poetry, the girl that, cheerleads is much more popular than the girl that is in the chess club. I don't know how it's going out there now, but I'm just saying for what they did to our group, you know. We went from very intelligent people, look, go back and read the letters from back in those days. That was the poorly educated. Dude, our George Washington and all the stuff that, do you think they had the advanced math we're doing now? I mean, sure, it existed in the sense that this is all here in metallurgy and shit like that, but they didn't have advanced air filtration. They didn't have advanced fucking plumbing. They didn't have advanced pens. They were writing with fucking quills. They didn't have advanced for lighting their tobacco. That's some now shit. Talking 250 fucking years ago. 250, but they weren't flying. They weren't driving anywhere. Wheel hadn't been invented. It's a fabrication. Well crafted one, though, I think. It was a long fucking time ago, is what I'm trying to say. So how could they know any of the shit that we fucking, you know what I mean? They didn't even know California was fucking there, man. Yeah. So by the time you fucking pretty much go to goddamn preschool, you got a way head start on anything that they fucking had. I wasn't doing algebra until fucking high school. There's like a choice in ninth, 10th. You had to do algebra 1. You didn't necessarily do algebra 2. But they had different shit you could do from that point, like geometry and whatever. But yeah, so I fucking hate algebra. Fucking hate it. Goddamn stupid. Geometry is just algebra when you can look at the shapes that it's supposed to talk about. I'm like, well, then fucking doesn't make sense. The other shit didn't make no goddamn sense, man. It's too fucking nebulous. It's just too and too rigid. Yeah, how can a dream be like fucking, no, fuck off. It's a rigid ass dream, motherfucker. No. Get out fucking out of the way. Either let me dream or let me fucking, Mm-mm. Fucking my emotions, motherfucker. I might fucking bitch slap you. The popsicle. Yeah. Hey, boo boo. Do. Ooh. Crack the back. Crack the back. Crack the back. So it's definitely getting close to the end. How much time? I don't fucking know. From what I've been told by the book, I may have misread, but it said that I know it says that within 6 months, everything. Well, within 1 year, the false prophet will be dead. Within 2 years, everything you've lost will be returned. Now, maybe I don't know what I lost. 100%. But if I do, um, that was April of last year, but the year before that, because April of last year, the Pope died. Pretty much on the day at 1 year. I was just thinking, I was like, God, it's got to be like, I mean, I thought maybe like, I really didn't know. And then all of a sudden, Pope dropped dead. I was like, he is kind of the emissary on earth for God, right? Vicar, the son of God, on his little fucking staff with his little fucking antenna hat. Yeah. Um, you can throw your prayers at him and it gets broadcast to the bucket at the top, like a smokestack comes out of the top. when it sends a special message and smoke signals to God, he's like, Dominus, Sominus, Cloud, go to the Lord. And then your prayers finally get heard. I notice that it profess your sin with your mouth, but it doesn't say anything about to another guy. It just says it to say it out loud. That means God will hear it. Because what comes out of your mouth, the Bible says you can't blame a man for what they think. I basically blame a person for what they think. But what comes out of their mouth is what is in their heart. So if you're thinking like, yeah, I need some forgiveness, but you never say it, and that's not what's in your actual heart, is it? It's like you're saving that forgiveness for when you're done with what you're doing, because you're not done. Because when you're done, you're just like that rock bottom, like, I'm sorry, dude, I'm sorry. There ain't shit I can't. I can't. I don't know what else to do. Oh, things are getting better. Okay, okay, yeah. All right, cool. Now shit, I can go back. Like, no, dude. I mean, you can, but no, no. You gotta turn from your ways. So, what was I gonna say about something else though? Of course, now it's getting cold, well, chilly. I put some drums in, get a little bit warmer. Got my drums set up a bit better. That's good enough. I don't care. No idea what happened there. Why you come out that one? You're not oh yeah, it went off of there. 'Cause she decided to be a turd. Oh well. Got that fixed. How long have I been doing the do? About 3 hours. I need to go in the shower. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go shower and fuck, it's 2:19 a.m. Yeah, get ready for the Betty Bye. Betty Bye. Gotta put my jam pants on, my jammies. I guess it's pretty warm in here. I don't have to put on my jammies tonight. Open the front door and just let the cold in all evening. And then wake up dead. So I'll see you tomorrow. Dead as hell.